Alright, Avenue Cycling Club back with another video. We got the Fondo jersey on, Canyon Aero 2021 Zip 808s. Alright, here we go. Getting a little bit better with the video editing, so I actually threw myself in there on the bike, bottom left. 20 seconds to start. Pretty excited for this one. It's a sprint race. It is just under 4 kilometers. And it will run about 5 minutes, so a lot shorter and a lot more exciting than some of the other races, but again, same rules. Powerful start, number 1. Number 2, stay with the front group. Number 3, conserve energy as much as you can, although I want to burn all the matches here within 5 minutes, so I'm going to go pretty hard. So that group that came from the right, they're actually all Cat A, so this is an all-category race, but it'll rank separately for Cat Bs on Zwift Power. So just looking at the leaderboard on the right, the rankings, you'll see 24th, 25th out of 75, and you'll see in the spread there some A's, some B's, some C's. So we're all riding alongside each other here, which will make the race super interesting, especially because the A's are going to be the most powerful, so they're going to be pulling the group, typically. But we already know it's going to come down to a sprint finish. It's pretty short, heart rate at 180 now. Putting up good power, 350 average, I'd say, from what I've been seeing. I get on the front here, which isn't ideal, isn't part of the race strategy. I'd like to stay in the pack, especially because we got A's in the group too. But I get back in the middle of the pack, try to conserve some energy. You'll see the setup. I got the Wahoo Snap trainer in my place there. I got a road bike on it, so the back wheel is sitting on top of the trainer clipped in. And then obviously I have some speed cadence sensor. I'm wearing my heart rate sensor as well as a Whoop, and the Whoop says I'm pretty recovered for the day. But just to get back to the race, I've made it to the front group here. I'm sitting in top 10 for now, and we're going into the steepest part of the race, uphill. 6% gradient at one point, now flattening out, and I'm pushing, so 186 BPM, and I'm putting out good wattage here. And you could see that it's, I'm worried it's going to get strung out here. I see one guy coming off the top, but I try to conserve energy, try to stay in the front. This is interesting because I've never done a race this short. So it's interesting working on positioning because you're going to want to be in it for the sprint. I didn't do research on the course, so I don't know what the elevation is going to be like and where the steepest parts of the course come in. But we're only looking at 40 to 50 elevation, and we're already halfway to that. So I'm hoping that it's going to be pretty flat, and it will be pretty flat leading up to the sprint, which would work in my favor. So just on the leaderboards there, you see I'm riding with all Cat A's. One Cat C thrown in the mix, but who knows if he's sandbagging or not. And it's pretty quick race. My heart rate is climbing. We're going to see 190 very shortly. Putting out hard watts here. And again, I'm used to 25 minute plus races. So having a 5-minute race here and planning for that, I'm using a little bit different of a strategy. I'm burning all of the matches within the first 3-4 kilometers because that's the length of the race, and it's hurting. Like, I got to maintain 350 watts. It looks like. I think my FTP is 313. My 5-minute power after this race is 4.4 watts per kilogram, which is quite significant effort for what I'm used to and what my typical 3.8 watts per kilogram is across 20 minutes. But we're coming into the last kilometer here, and I'm worried because we're only at 29 meters elevation, so I know there's going to be a steep part coming up, and I'm already pretty gassed and losing a few positions. It looks like it's going to be a mixed sprint, but I just need to get to the front here so that when the A's take off, I'm leading the B group, because the way Zwift Power works is A's and B's are categorized differently, and I could still, lose the sprint in this race, but still take podium for Zwift Power because they normalize and look at the categories separately. So I'm excited here because I'm with all the A's right now. No more C's. There's one more B with me, but it looks like I'm doing well here. Then the gradient starts coming up in, I think, another 200 meters. We get a pretty crazy gradient to the finish, which I wasn't expecting, and we'll take a look how it plays out. But race is going super fast. No C's to be seen in the leaderboards there. Couple B's that I'll be sprinting for take the win from, but it looks like it's mostly A's, so I was happy to stay with them here. Here's the gradient, goes up to 4, 5, maybe 6% gradient, and these A's just take off now. I don't even realize we're 0.3 or 300 meters out from the finish, but I really need to be touching 600 watts here, staying with these guys, getting on the back wheel. And then at this point, it's like I gotta catch them, but there's only 200 meters left. You'll see I'm like just about to get out the saddle here, give it my all. I touch over 800 watts, which is, quite powerful for me. And I take the sprint finish. It's 11th with all of the A's in there for the entire race. But when you're normalizing for category, I hit podium on Zwift Power. I got the silver, so super excited about that. Absolutely gassed. Look at me in the bottom left. Just can't even hold myself up, leaning over the bars. Get me out of here. Get me off this bike. So thanks for watching. I might put out a few more videos with this style here, so you could watch me ride along with the game. So thanks.